Be prepared. Tomorrow isn't just another day. Most people will wake up on March 21st thinking it's a regular Saturday, maybe planning their weekend, scrolling through their phones, completely unaware that the universe just opened a portal, a rare cosmic gateway that only appears once every few years. And if you miss it, you might spend the next decade wondering why everyone else seems to be moving forward while you're stuck in the same place. This isn't about astrology for entertainment. This isn't about reading your horoscope and nodding along. This is about understanding that tomorrow, at exactly 8 at night, two of the most powerful planets in our solar system will align in perfect harmony. And when they do, the energetic field of this entire planet shifts. Mars, the warrior planet of action and courage, forms an exact trine with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and massive breakthroughs, and together they're creating a window of opportunity so potent that ancient astrologers would have called it divine intervention. But here's what nobody's telling you. This alignment doesn't just happen in the sky, it happens inside you. And if you've been feeling a strange pull lately, like something big is coming but you can't quite name it, keep watching. Because there's one specific reason why this restless energy has been building, and I'll explain exactly what it means later in this video. So stay tuned. Right now, you need to understand something critical. The next 24 hours are not ordinary time. You're standing at the edge of what spiritual traditions call a temporal catalyst, a moment when the cosmic gears align so perfectly that one bold move, one courageous decision can set off a chain reaction that completely transforms your reality. But only if you know what to do with it. The cosmic slingshot is about to release. Think about a slingshot. You pull it back, the tension builds, the elastic stretches to its limit, and for a moment everything is still, frozen, waiting, and then release. That projectile doesn't just move forward, it launches with force, with momentum, with unstoppable velocity. That's exactly what's been happening to you for the past few weeks, maybe even months. The universe has been pulling you back. Mercury went retrograde, dragging you through mental fog and communication breakdowns. Jupiter has been retrograde since November, forcing you to internalize your growth instead of seeing external results, delays, frustrations, doors that seemed like they should open but stayed locked. And just when you thought you couldn't take the tension anymore, everything shifted. The vernal equinox hit yesterday, the astrological new year, the moment when the sun enters Aries and brings a massive surge of cardinal fire energy. New beginnings, raw courage, unstoppable momentum. And then, just hours later, Mercury stationed direct, lifting that cognitive fog that's been clouding your judgment for weeks. The slingshot is fully pulled back, the cosmic tension has reached its peak, and tomorrow, March 21st, when Mars perfectly trines Jupiter, the slingshot releases. The question is, are you ready to fly? Tomorrow's alignment is mathematically perfect. Let's get precise here, because this isn't vague spiritual talk. This is astronomy meeting astrology in the most exact way possible. Tomorrow at 8 at night, Mars will be at exactly 15 degrees and 16 minutes Pisces, and Jupiter will be at exactly 15 degrees and 16 minutes Cancer, not close, not approximate, exact, a perfect 120-degree angle, forming what's called a trine, the most harmonious, frictionless aspect in the entire astrological wheel. And here's what makes this even more powerful. Both planets are in water signs, Pisces and Cancer. This creates what's called a water trine, and if you understand elemental astrology, you know that water governs the emotional realm, the intuitive realm, the psychic realm. This isn't about logic and spreadsheets. This is about soul-level knowing, gut feelings, and trusting the whispers of your higher self. When Mars and Jupiter connect through water, action becomes effortless. Your intuition tells you what to do, and the universe immediately supports it. Doors don't just open, they swing wide. Opportunities don't just appear, they multiply. This is the kind of alignment where people take a leap of faith and land exactly where they're meant to be. But there's something else happening tomorrow that most astrologers aren't talking about, and it's the secret ingredient that makes this alignment the most powerful moment of the entire year. Jupiter just woke up from its deepest sleep. Jupiter has been retrograde since November 2025. For months, the planet of luck, expansion, and abundance has been moving backward, internalizing its energy. Growth stopped showing up externally. Opportunities felt stalled. You might have been doing everything right, working hard, putting in the effort, but the rewards just weren't coming. That's because Jupiter was asleep. But on March 10th, just 11 days ago, Jupiter woke up. It stationed direct, meaning it stopped its backward motion and began moving forward again. And here's the part that makes astrologers' jaws drop. Jupiter stationed direct at exactly 15 degrees 05 Cancer. That specific degree, the 15th degree of Cancer, is known in ancient astrological texts as Jupiter's exact degree of supreme exaltation. Think about what that means. A planet exalted means it's operating at maximum power, maximum efficiency, like an honored guest expressing its highest qualities. And Jupiter stationed direct, the moment it turned around and started moving forward again, at the precise degree where it's most powerful. That means for the past 11 days, Jupiter has been building momentum from its most potent position. It's like a race car revving its engine at the starting line, and tomorrow, when Mars forms that perfect trine, that's when the green flag drops and Jupiter launches forward with all the pent-up energy from months of retrograde delay. Mars in Pisces isn't weak, it's a spiritual warrior. Now, some astrologers will tell you that Mars struggles in Pisces. Mars is the planet of direct action, aggression, linear momentum, and Pisces is a sign of dissolution, dreams, and oceanic emotion. At first glance, it seems like a mismatch. But that's where they're wrong. Mars in Pisces doesn't fight for ego. It doesn't fight for territory. It fights for a vision. It fights for a dream. It fights for something deeply, spiritually meaningful. This is the energy of the activist who changes the world through compassion, the artist who creates masterpieces through pure inspiration, the entrepreneur who builds an empire because they believe in a mission bigger than profit. Mars in Pisces is the spiritual warrior, and tomorrow, when it connects with an exalted Jupiter in Cancer, the sign of emotional security, nurturing, and fierce protection, you get an unstoppable combination. Inspired action meets tangible expansion. Soul-driven courage meets material success, and there's one more layer to this that changes everything. The Mars-Neptune mutual reception adds epochal power. Remember when I said there's one specific thing about this alignment that almost everyone is missing? This is it. Right now, Mars is in Pisces, a sign ruled by Neptune. And Neptune just entered Aries in January, a sign ruled by Mars. This creates what's called a mutual reception, a rare condition where two planets occupy each other's signs, effectively acting as cosmic allies. Neptune in Aries is a generational transit that hasn't happened since the American Civil War. It's bringing visionary, militant idealism, a collective demand to manifest dreams into reality, to become spiritual warriors, to act on our highest visions with courage and integrity. And Mars in Pisces is channeling that epical energy into emotionally resonant, compassionate action. The two planets are working together, exchanging resources, amplifying each other's strengths. This means that when you take a bold move tomorrow under the Mars-Jupiter trine, you're not just acting alone, you're tapping into a massive generational wave of spiritual evolution. Your courageous action tomorrow isn't just about you, it's part of something much bigger. The Sabian symbols reveal the blueprint. If you want to understand the deep psychology of this alignment, you have to look at the Sabian symbols, a system of clairvoyant imagery assigned to each degree of the zodiac. Mars is at the 16th degree of Pisces, and Jupiter is at the 16th degree of Cancer. Let me tell you what those symbols are, because they're going to blow your mind. The 16th degree of Pisces. In the quiet of his study, a creative individual experiences a flow of inspiration. The 16th degree of Cancer, a man studying a mandala in front of him with the help of a very ancient book. Do you see it? Mars represents the sudden, formless, wild flow of inspiration, the download, the vision, the creative spark that arrives out of nowhere. And Jupiter represents the structure, the pattern, the mandala that gives that inspiration coherent form and lasting stability. This is the synthesis. The wild intuitive impulse meets the ancestral blueprint, the chaos meets the order, the dream meets the plan. And when those two forces come together in a perfect trine, you get breakthroughs that feel like destiny. Tomorrow, if you feel a sudden urge to do something, even if it doesn't make logical sense, even if you can't fully explain why, that's the flow of inspiration. And if you act on it, Jupiter will catch it, structure it, and turn it into something real, lasting, and profoundly successful. This is the biggest win window. Let me be blunt. Tomorrow is one of the most favorable days for taking bold action that you'll experience all year, maybe even all decade. Astrologers are calling this a triumphant moment, a cosmic green light, a window where inspired action flows seamlessly into tangible expansion. This is the kind of day where people ask for massive raises and get them, where entrepreneurs pitch investors and walk away with funding, where artists share their work and go viral, where someone finally confesses their feelings and the other person says, "I've been waiting for you to say that." Why? Because the cosmic resistance is gone. The friction that normally exists between desire and manifestation, it's dissolved. Mars provides the spark, Jupiter provides the fuel, and the water trine ensures it all flows without effort. But, and this is critical, you have to act. Jupiter alone can create complacency. You might feel the abundance, sense the opportunity, but if you don't take the bold move, nothing happens. Mars is the activator. You have to initiate. You have to step forward. You have to make the ask, take the risk, launch the project, send the message, book the ticket. The universe is rolling out the red carpet tomorrow, but you still have to walk down it. Remember that restless energy I mentioned? Here's why. At the beginning of this video, I told you that if you've been feeling a strange, restless pull lately, like something big is coming but you can't quite name it, there's a specific reason. This is it. Your soul knows what's happening tomorrow. Even if your conscious mind hasn't caught up yet, your higher self can feel this alignment building. That's why you've been restless. That's why you felt like you're on the edge of something. That's why small decisions suddenly feel loaded with significance. Your intuition is screaming at you to pay attention, to get ready, to prepare for the moment when the cosmic doors swing open. And now that you know what tomorrow is, you can stop wondering and start preparing. What does this mean for you specifically? The Mars-Jupiter trine affects everyone, but the specific area of life where your biggest win will unfold depends on your astrological sign. I'm going to give you the quick version for each sign. Read for both your sun and rising signs. Aries, Mars activates your 12th house, subconscious, hidden strengths. Jupiter expands your 4th house, home, family, roots. Your bold move involves trusting a deep gut feeling about where you live or a private family matter. Real estate decisions or ancestral healing brings massive stability. Taurus, 11th house action, networks, community, flows into 3rd house expansion, communication, local environment. Pitch your big idea to your network. Launch that digital campaign. The words you speak now attract powerful allies. Gemini, career action, 10th house, fuels financial expansion, 2nd house. Ask for that raise, launch that business, step into public leadership. Your professional courage directly translates to material wealth. Cancer, with Jupiter exalted in your own sign, you're the star of this alignment. 9th house action, higher learning, travel, philosophy, expands your 1st house, personal identity. Bet entirely on yourself. Travel, publish, adopt a radically new life philosophy. You won't recognize yourself after tomorrow. Leo, deep transformation and shared resources. 8th house supports spiritual completion. 12th house, sever toxic financial ties. Enter deep psychological healing. Accept hidden support. The bold move is internal and profoundly liberating. Virgo, partnership action. 7th house expands social networks. 11th house, sign the contract, formalize the relationship. The partnership you commit to now becomes the key to your long-term dreams. Libra, daily work and health, 6th house, supports career expansion. 10th house, implement inspired new systems at work. Your meticulous, empathetic effort catches the eye of authority figures and leads to rapid promotion. Scorpio, creative and romantic action, 5th house, fuels global expansion. 9th house, take the massive creative or romantic risk. Launch your passion project globally. Scorpio, you're being told to aim for your loftiest goals. Sagittarius, home and foundation, 4th house, supports transformation and shared wealth. 8th house, invest in real estate. Merge resources with a partner. Secure your home base and unlock deep financial backing. Capricorn, communication, 3rd house, expands partnerships. 7th house, have that crucial conversation. Communicate your boundary clearly and empathetically. Your direct words dissolve tensions and exponentially expand your alliances. Aquarius, financial action, 2nd house, supports daily work and health. 6th house, raise your rates, invest in health and wellness. The bold move is practical and resource-driven, yielding long-term compounding results. Pisces, with Mars in your sign, you're the other star of this show. Personal action, 1st house, expands creativity and romance. 5th house, step into the spotlight. Initiate that creative masterpiece or romantic pursuit. Your charisma is electric right now. The bold move checklist. So what exactly should you do tomorrow? Here's your strategic framework. Trust intuition over logic. Both planets are in water signs. The right move will feel aligned in your body, your gut, your soul. Don't wait for a spreadsheet to tell you it's safe. Act on the flow of inspiration. Make the big ask. This is the window to request something that previously felt too intimidating. Promotion, investment, commitment. Whatever you've been too afraid to ask for, tomorrow is the day. Focus on long-term security. With Jupiter in Cancer, aim for actions that build lasting foundations. Real estate, family businesses, legacy projects, not quick thrills, enduring structures. Integrate your past. The mandala symbol suggests that your greatest success comes from combining all your past experiences, even the failures, into one coherent forward path. Act before midnight on March 21st. The exact trine is at 8 at night, but the energy window extends through the entire day. Don't procrastinate. The sooner you act, the stronger the cosmic support. The shadow side, don't fall into this trap. Every powerful alignment has a shadow, and you need to know what to avoid. The ease of a trine can create entitlement, the assumption that success will always flow this effortlessly. It won't. Tomorrow is special. Don't mistake cosmic support for permanent immunity to hard work. Also, Jupiter knows no bounds and Mars knows no hesitation. The temptation will be to overextend, overpromise, scatter your energy across too many brilliant ideas. Focus. One primary bold move. One decisive action. Don't dilute the power by trying to do everything at once. And finally, with the Mars-Neptune mutual reception, there's a risk of zealotry, believing so intensely in your vision that you lose touch with reality. Ground your inspiration. Check your confidence against compassion and objective facts. Make sure you're acting from clarity, not delusion. After tomorrow, reality checks arrive fast. Here's what nobody tells you. On March 25th, just 4 days after this glorious trine, the Sun will conjunct Saturn in Aries. Saturn is the planet of discipline, structure, karma, and harsh reality checks. After the cosmic green light of March 21st, Saturn will demand that you prove you can sustain what you just started. This isn't a bad thing. It's the natural rhythm. The Mars-Jupiter trine gives you the breakthrough. The Sun-Saturn conjunction makes sure you're serious about it. The universe hands you the opportunity tomorrow, then asks, "Okay, now what are you going to do with it?" So don't just take the bold move and coast. Prepare to back it up with discipline, follow-through, and structural integrity. The win is real, but only if you treat it with the respect and commitment it deserves. This week is the crossroads. Let me paint the full picture of where you're standing right now. Yesterday, March 20th, the Sun entered Aries, the astrological new year, a massive surge of fresh energy, new beginnings, cardinal fire. Also yesterday, Mercury stationed direct after weeks of retrograde fog. The barriers lifted, the cognitive static cleared. And now, tomorrow, the Mars-Jupiter trine perfects. You're standing at the precise moment when preparation meets opportunity, when internal growth meets external expansion, when the cosmic slingshot releases. This isn't hyperbole. This is the alignment that astrologers have been tracking for months. This is the temporal catalyst that ancient traditions would have built entire ceremonies around. And you're alive during it. You get to experience it. You get to use it. But only if you act, only if you trust the pull you've been feeling, only if you take the bold move before the window closes. The biggest win is waiting. I want you to imagine something. Imagine waking up on March 22nd and realizing you did it. You took the leap, you made the ask, you initiated the thing you've been too afraid to start. And it worked. Not in a small way, in a massive, life-altering, reality-shifting way. Imagine the relief, the validation, the sense that the universe actually does have your back. Imagine looking back at March 21st, 2026, as the day everything changed. The day you stopped hesitating and started living at the frequency you were always meant to embody. That's what's available tomorrow. That's the biggest win, not just external success, though that will come. The real win is the internal shift. The moment you prove to yourself that when you act from soul-level inspiration, backed by courage and trust, the universe moves mountains to support you. Tomorrow isn't just another day, it's your day. The cosmos has been building to this moment, and now it's here. So take the bold move, trust the flow of inspiration, step into the mandala of your highest destiny, because when Mars and Jupiter align in perfect harmony tomorrow, the only thing standing between you and your biggest breakthrough is the choice to act. The cosmic doors are about to swing wide open. All you have to do is walk through them. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.